Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett leading the Knicks to the 111-97 victory over Harden's Clippers debut. We're really picking this one because we can talk about James Harden, how he looked with his new team there in L.A. But first, some love to the Knicks. Julius Randle, best game of the season for him. 27 points on 9 of 21 shooting. I know you're going to see 9 of 21 and go, that was his best game. Yeah.
Yeah, he was hooping.
Yes, significantly. You could do without the 6 turnovers, but he was obviously scoring, which was great to see for Knicks fans. R.J. Barrett, he returned from a sore left knee. He had 26, also had too many turnovers, but he chipped in 6 boards and 4 assists. This was a tie game heading into the fourth quarter, 76 all in a Madison Square Garden. Low-scoring game at 76 there. And I thought Dante DiVincenzo was awesome throughout the game, but specifically in that final frame. You know, we had this one on playback down the stretch there because it was close. He was making play after play. You know, just playing harder than most everyone else out there. He had 12 points, 6 boards on the night, and the Clippers were out-rebounded 48-31. Mitchell Robinson played a part in that as well. Outscoring the Knicks did the Clippers 56-38 in the paint. So good stuff from the Knicks there.
Yep.
Especially from Julius Randle and Barrett, these guys that are up and down, and Randall's been just down to start the season, but had a little breakout there. But let's talk about James Harden.
Yeah.
Let's get your take right away. He played 31 minutes, 17 points, 6 assists in his first game since being traded from the Sixers. First game since May?
Yeah, that was actually shocking to me. I was like, yeah, it's his debut. Cool. He's finally starting for a new team here. But yeah, he hadn't played in literally 6 months, and it looked like it. He didn't do anything the first quarter. Just passed it.
Yeah, he was feeling out the game, feeling out his, I guess, his veteran teammates there, looking for Zubats. Had a couple nice dimes, but you're right, didn't even attempt a shot, did he?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Finished 6 for 9 from the field, though. He did say, quote, felt kind of weird out there, not really having a preseason game or an opportunity to participate in a full training camp. None of that. I was out there just basically winging it.
Didn't he also say, like, I was tired. They were moving fast out there.
He did say he was tired.
These NBA players, man, they're fast.
I think Ty Lue even commented on, the conditioning was a factor. But yeah, how did you think he, gelled with Russ and Kawhi and Paul George in the limited run he got here in one game?
Not great. I was not impressed at all, really. It was too much your turn, my turn. You could tell that it was Harden's first game in 6 months and his first game with 3 other players who are ball-dominant players. Paul George was kind of chilling in this one. He took 11 shots, finished 2 for 11. He probably shouldn't be the guy that fades into the background on this. We've talked so many times over the years how it's tough to be the third guy coming into a super team, and how are you going to get your shots? James Harden is coming in as a third option here who wants to be a first option, when in reality, Kawhi Leonard should be the guy. He took 6 shots in the first half. At halftime, Ty Lue said, you're our best player, man. You need to take more shots. So it's going to be kind of on Kawhi to maybe go against his nature here and be outspoken and say, hey, we start and end with me. Because that's the reality of the Clippers. If they're ever going to do anything in the playoffs, if they're ever going to be a competitive team here, it's going to be Kawhi Leonard going Terminator mode and looking like a top 5 guy in the league. How do they get the best out of Leonard with Harden, with Westbrook, taking turns? Like you said, basically the only thing they had figured out last night was we can run a pick and roll with Zubats at any time because there's 3 Hall of Famers just spacing the court on the outside. But you also don't want to be running your offense pick and roll with Zubats every single time down the court, I don't think. So there's a lot for the Clippers to figure out. This is probably why they are happy to get the trade done so early into the season, so they have a lot of games to iron things out. But a minus 13 with the starters on the floor last night for LA.
Yeah, it's a good point about maybe you're better off having done this deal now. There's going to be some growing pains. You are waiting to get Terrence Mann back to the lineup. This jolt of energy there, a guy that you didn't want to trade for James Harden. So they've got time, but yeah, after one game, it wasn't all that inspiring